Hey Trackies, welcome back to another video here on TXC Track Time. Please remember to like the video and also subscribe to the channel. Stephen Francis did a sit-down interview with Sportsmax, and boy, when I tell you Trackies, he has left the track and field fraternity in Jamaica literally reeling based on what he had to say. No, he touched on multiple topics, Trackies, and I'm gonna be touching on one particular in this video and of course talk about others in other videos to come. But the topic that he touched on in this video, the short little snippet that I did see, track is I am not going to lie, my mouth is now watering. I'm excited. And I'm like, where has this Stephen Francis been? That has consistently excited me over the years. Track is I feel like this is the Stephen Francis of old, and yeah. I can't wait to see what is to come based on his recent admissions. No, I'm gonna play a little snippet, a short little snippet, the only little snippet that Smartsparks gave us, because the interview is supposed to come out, in later days. But just the short little snippet that he gave us, or they gave us, Trackies. I'm just gonna play that, and then I'm gonna get back with the rest of my thoughts.
Know how fast Shelly is going to run. I don't know how fast Elaine is going to run. I don't know how fast Brianna Williams is going to run, or Willow's girl, Sasha Lee, or anybody. All I know is what our results here indicate that the young ladies here can do. And I will say that it's the best as a group I've ever seen.
All right, so track is there you have it. So Stephen Francis says, I don't know what. Elaine is going to run. I don't know what Shelly is going to run. I don't know what Brianna Williams is going to run or Shasha Lee Forbes. But I can tell you that the current crop of female sprinters that he has at MVP is the best he has ever seen. Wow. Track is, I am absolutely thrilled hearing everything that Stephen Francis has to say, and I'm waiting to see the pleasant surprises coming out at the national championships because clearly we are now, just shortly above a week, you would say, away from the national championships. And if Stephen Francis is coming out and giving an interview, clearly we will be seeing the signs of what he is saying when these athletes turn up at the national championships. Now, this, what he had to say for me is very, very interesting because he said this is the best he has seen in terms of, the crop of sprinters that he's had in one setting together. And that was very interesting to me because when we think about the crop of sprinters that he's experienced over the years, I can go back a bit. I would say, Shelly and Fraser Price and Sharon were together at the same time, and then we can look at Shelly and Elaine Thompson Hira, as well as Natasha Morrison, being together at the same time, and then even Sharika Jackson and Elaine Thompson Hira and Natasha Morrison, bringing part of the crop of sprinters together that were really performing well at the same time as well. But if Stephen Francis has gone through a Shelley and Fraser Price and Sharon together, a Shelley and Elaine and Natasha together, and also a Sharika and Elaine together, and he is saying that what he has now is outdoing them, Chakis. Wow. I can simply say I am thrilled for the future of Jamaica's track and field. Now, clearly, Sharika Jackson is also involved in the prospects that he currently has, but it can't be Sharika Jackson alone. There has to be multiple sprinters that's making Stephen Francis himself, the guru, say that it's better than anything I've ever seen. Now, track is, we did see hints of one particular athlete this season, a Crystal Slowly, and there's a lot of excitement developing around, Crystal Slowly and what she could potentially do this season. Now, I did hear a lot of people, liken, the come out of a Crystal Slowly to what they've noticed from a Shelly and Fraser Price. But I said, actually, in my opinion, it kind of reminds me of what I saw from an Elaine Thompson Hero, not in terms of form or technique or anything like that, but just how she burst onto the scene. First, from being a UTEC athlete and running a few sub 11 seconds. And here we have a Crystal Slowly in 2024, breaking out in this year from UTEC and then running that sub 11 10.99 seconds. So when you think about that track is and then you look at what happened with Elaine Thompson here in the same year, Mind you, in that same year, though she did not go on to the World Championships to represent Jamaica in the 100 meters, she did so in the 200 meters. But in the same year that Elaine Thompson Hero broke out, running her sub 11s, I believe it was at 10.92 or 10.94 at the time, she went on to clock that season at 10.80 seconds. That was her fastest clocking for that season. No, what I do note and what I do highlight is that if Elaine Thompson here, in my opinion, had gone on to continue running and peak, with that 100 meters that season, I believe she could have gone much faster. But that didn't happen because she didn't really, push for the 100 meters. After that, it was pretty much the 200 meters. And as such, her 200 meters time went down to a ridiculous 21.6 seconds run, pretty much, Tracky. So when you take a look at what happened with Elaine Thompson here, and now you start to throw back and look at Crystal slowly, you start to say, oh my gosh, if Stephen Francis is saying that this is the best yet that he has seen, then clearly Crystal Slowly is coming with something amazing as well. And then, Chuck, is I also think about the Clayton twins as well. They're also in the conversation. No, we know that Tina Clayton formerly held the Jamaican under 20 record with that 10.95 seconds, surpassed recently or last season by Alana Reid with her 10.92. But still, she, coming out of high school, was running 10.95. Now, it does take a few years to transition for the athletes to get used to, what it means to be a professional athlete and their bodies to really catch up with all that workload. Is this the year that Tina Clayton is going to reveal her talent to the world and remind everyone why she was the first Jamaican junior athlete to dip below 11 seconds, 10.95 seconds? Is this the year for Tina Clayton? Also, who else could be popping up? Could we see a surprise athlete that nobody even saw coming? Could we even see a Shelly-Ann Fraser Price? No, I do remember somebody said in my comment section that Shelly didn't really pop out of nowhere. It's because, there was pretty much no internet, why we didn't really know about her back then. Well, not that there was no internet, but social media wasn't what it is now, right? So that's why we didn't know about her. But Shelly-Ann Fraser Price didn't pop out of nowhere. But can we see an athlete like a Shelly-Ann Fraser Price that virtually went from 11 mids down to 10 eights at the trials and then went on to the Olympic Games to run a ridiculous 10.78? Can we see something like that? What about the Tinas, the Serenas, trackies that are also there at MVP? Stephen Francis is saying that this is the best yet that he has seen in terms of female sprinting at MVP. Now, as I did say, one of those slots clearly Sherika Jackson holds, as well as Natasha Morrison, as it relates to the current crop of female sprinters. But who will we be seeing at the national championships show up and show out? All I know, track is I'm definitely 100% excited for the future of female sprinting. A lot of people think that we're over the hill with Shelly-Ann Fraser Price pretty much doing her last year, and also Elaine Thompson here are struggling to find her best shape given her injury concerns. Track is people are saying, hey, Jamaica is over with. But Stephen Francis is like, not so fast. We have the best yet to come. We still have Sharika plus a few others waiting in the wings. Trackies, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Are you as excited as I am, waiting to see MVP unveil these amazing athletes at the national championships come, a week away from now, pretty much? Are you excited as I am? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think Stephen Francis, is caping a bit by saying, oh, it's the best yet he has seen from MVP, given that he has, brought to fore the likes of a Sharon Simpson, a Shelly-Ann Fraser Price, also, an Elaine Thompson here, and continuing that trend clearly with a Sherika Jackson. But most of these athletes, were together at one particular point in time, making MVP pretty much the powerhouse of sprinting in Jamaica from a female perspective. But he's saying right now that this is the best that he has ever seen. Do you think he's caping a bit, or are you thinking that, yeah, he has something to show us at the national championships? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, trackies. Like the video, of course, and subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.